right. Thank you so much, Marcus. So excited to see so many of you here, especially my friends that know me and Marcus, that we've been working together with Advantech for many years now. So without any further ado, let me just focus back what we are here for today, right? So what our target is that, is an introduction, so that what you need to bring back is to know the one thing, which is where to start on your ESG journey, right? So without any further ado, let me start with what is ESG. I mean, it's a benefit for everyone that will start from ground zero. So ESG stands for environment, social, and governance, right? But why is this initial initiative is so important is because we want to ensure and also, business can operate sustainably, right? So for all the businesses that face challenges about climate-related risks and governance issues, disrupting their continuity. So that's the main reason why ESG has come into place, right? So and then, but then as my clients, I always say, Dr. Teo, I know, we want to love the earth, but we have to be very practical as well, right? So how do we start? When we always think about, ESG, that also must relate back to ROI, right? So in the manufacturing sector, environment is where we always think about, and it is very urgent and critical. And this area can directly impact your returns on your investment, and it significantly influence profit or losses, right? And later on, I'll bring to you the story where some of my clients that run on CBAM, then how are they going to cover all their ROI, right? So prioritizing your environmental sustainability can lead to a better financial outcome by reducing waste and also improving your energy efficiency and enhancing the overall resilience of your business operation. All right. Next. Okay, so what is around us as Malaysia stand, right? If any one of you, you know about Singapore's carbon tax already. So this year itself, the carbon tax is already at 25 Sing dollar per metric tons. So you can hear that, the tax, this kind of tax is coming. And are you guys as a manufacturer, are you even counting your own carbon emission, right? Besides Singapore, Thailand itself is also pushing their climate change bill, right? I mean, in terms of what you call that, the abilities for the government to harvest some of the outcome from this initiative for 2030, net zero, 2050, net zero is 2050. So this is where Malaysia's government is moving into as well. So Energy Efficiency and Conservation Act will be gazetted by July, or maybe I heard very soon. And then this is something that Net Zero Initiative from Malaysia is starting as well. And for those who are exporting to Europe, you know that you have to already submit your CBAM by July. Your kind of like the final rectified version will be need to submit to the CBAM side. So this is something that that is surrounding the whole ESG area of Malaysia. So that's why when I speak to Marcus, at Advantech, we will always advise your first step, you should start with the environment. All right. Next slide, please. Okay. So how do we start? All right. So that's why we propose, to approach your ESG in manufacturing. If we want to aim to start, we should start with the environment perspective. Okay. For those who already have the what you call it, the solar panels, you're reducing your emission, your brown energy. Good news for you. But then for those who haven't, you can always look into achieving your direct ROI by measuring your environmental impact. So I will propose, even with Dr. Chong later and also Singi, we will explain two of the main factors that you can look into the ROI using energy management, where you can look into your return on investment from energy saving through data analysis, right? We do have some samples to share down the road. How do you look into your energy that can relate back to ESG? And of course, definitely carbon accounting. it will be helpful on your return on tax relief and rebate. So I will introduce also what Midas is trying to do to help our Malaysia manufacturing sector. Okay, next please. Okay, so for Peter Drucker's always say, right, what gets measured gets done, right? So for those who are not familiar with energy management or measurement, this is part of the dashboard that actually some of the products that's available under OpenRE. We can provide this kind of services for you to monitor and also manage your energy usage. Some of the what we call that, the client will ask me, hey, Dr. Teo, what if I already put in the EMS? What can I do about it, right? So, but these parts, I will leave it to Dr. Chong. He will have a very lengthy and also very comprehensive explanation to you all. But my take here is that, if you can't measure the things that you are doing, you can't get things done. Right. So the key here for the energy saving, for a very layman term, is that, look at your TMD PU. We want to cut down the maximum demand. If you through SOP or through the BESS solution down the road. Okay. So, but then the first thing that you should do is aim for to measure and get things done. All right. Next slide, please. Okay, so further reduction of tax allowance, Gite, this is something that initiative that started by MIDA and also by our cabinet itself. What they're trying to do is that they want to help those who already started their ESG initiative, for those who own Gite asset. What they can get is like, for example, battery energy storage system and green building. If you declare yourself as green building, you can have this kind of rebate in tax exemption and tax allowance. And for those Gita project, when you propose your business purpose, you can get tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, what you call that, the tax allowance as well. So it based on which kind of project that you are aiming for. And then with the new law to drive this energy efficiency, actually, if you are trying to think about, ahead, what to do next for your own business, we will advise that, energy savings and energy efficiency route is the best way to start your ESG goal. So for those clients here and also my friends here that, you are thinking of upgrading or start your ESG direction. Yeah. So my best advice is start with attacking the environment. Okay. And next, please. Okay. So about the tax that I'm talking about, which is a CBAM. Some of my clients are already running on this CBAM's measurement. So it is introduced by EU himself and is mandatory for exporter to report your greenhouse gases emission, and it will affect 57% of exporter. Right, for now, as for the phase 1 and 2, what they are doing is attacking the area of iron, steel, aluminium, and consumer appliance. So this phase will include reporting on your carbon emission. So carbon emission that will be affecting those direct one is those who deal with raw iron, make it into a product and pass it over to export it to EU. So that those clients will have the first impact, where by this July, actually, you will have to submit your first most accurate calculated carbon emission. Okay, next slide, please. So this is the whole timeline for everyone that want to export things to EU. If you look at the most nearest timeline of the submission of the CBAM reports, is actually last month, 30th of April. But that is including 1st of January to 31st of March. But the end of, meaning that on the 30th of April, you can still submit the report based on something called default values, all right? So default value is something that the CBAM's already calculated out for you to use it as a default value to submit this CBAM report. But by 31st of July 2024, this year, you will have to calculate your own emission, right? Why is this so important? It's because down the road, this report will be used as a weapon to against yourself. All right. So mean for those already submitted their report, the verifier will come and check whatever that you have reported your carbon emissions based on maybe you're using some steel crowbar that you export to EU, or a hammer that you export to EU. So once you have submitted this actual emission factor, it will use it to against you lah. So, but then of course they will have some modification of the CBAM report based on the timeline that is allowed throughout the year. So if you're looking for this kind of solution, please look for the Dr. Chong's explanation down the road. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, and the last one that I want everyone to bring home is that government is already initiated and kickstart the ESG journey, and they are coming out with this grant. I'm not sure how many of you know about this DIAF fund, where you can use it to match the matching grant 50-50, where you want to start your ESG adoption. So for those who want to look for initiative fund maybe a stepping stone to start your ESG goal, this is something that you can look into as well. So we are working very closely with RIDA to also help a lot of our clients here at the north and in the KL side to start off of this ESG grant itself. All right. So I hope this will benefit to yourself, that quickly go and find out about this grant and start applying it if you have any intention to start your ESG goal. All right, next please.